G'day, this is Blake Williams and the Scene podcast for Sunday, the 13th of April. Tonight, or on the show, featuring a local guy, Reilly Craig from Perth, plays regularly Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights around the city. All the details, you can check him out on Facebook. Do a search of Reilly Craig, which is spelled a little different, Reilly Craig. Or you can check out our Facebook page, Mix 94.5, for all the details. Enjoy.
This is The Scene on Mix 94.5.
And you can follow the show too, hashtag The Scene on Twitter and on Facebook. We love focusing on what is happening on the Australian landscape when it comes to music. But, you know, we make some of the best in the country right here in Perth, and that's what we love every Sunday night, getting local acts into the studio with me. And tonight, if you've been out to a pub in the last couple of months, you probably would have seen this guy play live. He plays at least 3 gigs every single week. Reilly Craig, g'day, mate.
Hey, how you going? Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Mate, let's go all the way back to the beginning for you, the Reilly Craig story. Where did music first become a part of your life?
Well, it started with my brothers. They were both mad guitarists, and by mad I don't mean great. I mean
Actually
guitarists.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's right. They used to play just real distorted guitars, and I'd go down and listen to them playing, and just think, man, if I could do that, you know, I'd love that. And I was only 9 at the time, and anyway, time went by, and I got to a year 8, and I thought, what can I get for my birthday this year? You know, that's what you're thinking about at that age. And I thought, a guitar, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. So I got this little Johnson guitar that had a little amp, like real cruddy 10-watt amp.
Yep.
That was had a distortion switch. That's all I cared about. So I'd flick that over and play it as loud as I could. I knew Smoke on the Water, TNT, and
the classics.
That's right, and Smells Like Teen Spirit, and that's all I needed. And after about 2 weeks to a month, my parents were like, right, you either get lessons or we're taking the guitar back.
Well, I tell you, from crazy distortion to your sound now.
Yeah.
Things have certainly changed a lot, haven't they?
Yeah, it's produced a little bit, I think. Well, I hope anyway,
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of music art, and we'll play that song, in fact, in a couple of minutes' time. That is a single off the Two Hearts album called Like a Lady.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of who you used to listen to back in the day, apart from your brothers, were there any particular bands and acts that you would identify with?
Back then, it was just rock, so pretty much just Akadaka. Pretty much that's all I listened to back then. But as time progressed, it came to like year 10, and I went to Coldplay's concert when they came to Burswood Dome. And I remember I took the afternoon off school so we could get in front row. So we were front row at the Coldplay concert, and that just changed music like forever. That was the
Really?
it was the first concert I ever went to, and it's just like out of this world amazing.
What was it about seeing Coldplay that sort of changed things?
Everything, like the stage, the lights, the Chris Martin, the act. They were just literally incredible and blew my mind. Okay, this is what I want to do with my life. I'd like to take this, whether I succeed or fail, I'll give it a good crack. So
Yeah. I mean, you are a working musician around Perth as well, so I mean, you play kind of regular gigs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereabouts would we have seen you?
Well, at the moment I'm doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday regularly. So Friday nights are at the Paddington Ale House, 5:30 till 8:30. Saturday is the Sandbar, the restaurant in Scarborough, which is 3 till 6. And Sunday is the Avery, the rooftop bar, which is also 2 till 5. So
that's good. They're solid regular gigs. The good thing is, you can get out and catch Reilly Craig live pretty much every single week.
This is The Scene on Mix 94.5.
Now, mate, you are a Perth guy. Which high school did you go to in Perth?
John Wollaston Anglican Community School, which was just in Kelmscott, which was pretty much down the road.
Now, this album, and we've just played Like a Lady from it. Where did you record this?
That was through Fremantle Studios, obviously located in Fremantle. Quite different to the way I originally pictured the way we were going to do it, but in the end turned out pretty much what I expected, So
when you walk into the studio and you've got a producer, do you have an idea of the sound you want to create, or how do you communicate that when it's just you and another guy?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how it works. It just you just tell them what you want, and they tell you what they think, and then you and I had a lot of help with my manager at the time. like we would just throw ideas around, and it completely changed from my live music to like my live originals to the recorded originals, and it became a lot more electrical, as you could tell by the Like a Lady track, and more produced than what I am normally. Like I'm very raw, like live. I use a loop pedal, a loop device. You might see Ed Sheeran, completely different to the way I would do it in a studio.
Yeah, so do you have to rework your original songs when you do them live?
Well, the song's originally written for live entertainment, and then when it comes to recording, I sort of sit back, I'm like,
how do I
now,
do this?
yeah, now what?
So it must be a nerve-wracking thing releasing the album, because you work on it week after week, month after month, sometimes for many years. You finally release it, and then you wait for the judgment to come through from fans or from, newspapers, radio stations, whatever the case may be. What's the reception been like to this new album?
When it first came out, it went like bonkers. Like, it went really well. It got to 26th by memory, or 28th on iTunes chart.
Oh, cool.
In the first few days. Triple J picked it up and it went nuts. It went really well. So I expected it to lift off again from there. I was hoping that maybe it would keep going, but it sort of died off, as you know, being local and
it's difficult to keep that momentum going in many ways. We'll do a track from that live in a couple of minutes' time, but is the plan to kind of tour a bit and boost that back up again? What's the plan for the next couple of months or so?
Well, I've got another EP ready to go, so I'll record that and just keep gigging as much as possible. Then we'll do release dates for the single and the EP. And
so you've already got an EP ready to go?
Ready to go, yeah.
I've got the album in my hand. You've already got a brand new EP.
Yeah, that's it.
Doing very, very well. So thank you
much
for coming in tonight and playing us some stuff.
Hi, it's Alex Lloyd.
Hey, this is Adam from Birds of Tokyo.
Hey, this is Pete Murray on the scene at Mix 94.5.